A research study at UCLA provided evidence that they were able to erase memories from small marine snails by inhibiting a specific protein kinase called PKM. This study opened the door to the possibility that we could erase painful memories from our own minds. Ignoring the fact that there is a huge gap between erasing the memory of a small marine snail and erasing specific memories of a human being, it is an interesting question of whether or not we would want to do this even if we had the power. A transhumanist would say that we should. Transhumanism is an emerging ideology that says we have a moral obligation to use technology to overcome our biologically imposed limitations. Transhumanists believe that if we have the ability to use technology to create less suffering for ourselves and others, then we should do so in the most ethical and responsible way possible. The possibilities for these technologies could allow for a much longer lifespan, far less disease, and could remove painful memories from our minds. A popular transhumanist, Nick Bostrom, explains that we as humans are experiencing a very tiny portion of what is possible for us. Consider all of the memories that ail you on a day-to-day basis, the negative thoughts that greet you right as you get out of bed in the morning. Now imagine what your day would look like if all of those pains were simply removed. Your behavior and states of mind would be completely different. Bostrom is arguing that technology has the potential to siphon a great deal of needless suffering in the world, and we should take hold of this opportunity. The Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies says that more than 350 million people worldwide suffer from PTSD. A technology that could erase memories could potentially have extraordinary effects on the way that healthcare systems treat conditions like PTSD. The promise of transhumanism is hard to ignore. However, are we losing a part of our humanity by permanently combining ourselves with technology? Even though our painful memories may cause us suffering, it's very difficult to predict how removing them would affect us. Just like everyone else, I have unpleasant memories that I'd rather not remember, such as mistakes I made playing sports when I was younger, things that people said to me, or fights that I had with my family. None of these are memories that I would ever choose to think about, and yet I would consider them to shape who I am as a person. Given the opportunity to eradicate them from my mind, I can't say that I would choose to delete them, because in deleting those memories, it feels I am also deleting a part of myself. I feel I'd rather develop a more positive relationship with those memories than I would delete them. Furthermore, all of these experiences have developed a greater sense of compassion in me for other people. When people are vulnerable enough to share an experience that caused them suffering that I can relate to, I instantly feel connected to them in some way. This feeling is certainly not something that I would want to delete from my mind. An ideology that combats transhumanism is also emerging right now, and it is known as bioconservatism. Bioconservatism urges caution toward tampering with our own biology. It approaches transhumanism with a high degree of trepidation because we are unaware of the consequences that could result if we become transhuman. There have been many occasions in the past where human tampering with technology caused extremely unwanted consequences, such as bringing invasive species to other environments or the negative impact on humans of microplastics in water bottles. Who knows what could result from doing things like deleting memories? Whether you fall into the transhumanist or bioconservatism camp, it is clear that technology has helped humanity in many ways. We have a supercomputer in each of our pockets, jets that get us to the other side of the world in a matter of hours, and medicines to help cure our illnesses. The question is, where do we draw the line?